Welcome back to Couch Talk, everybody. I just got done watching the trailer for How to Train Your Dragon 3, and I gotta say, this looks really fucking good. The thing I like about these movies is I watched an interview with the director of them, who's the same director and writer of all of them, and he said that when he initially pitched this movie to DreamWorks, that he pitched it as a character arc of 3 movies. Like, he said, I will do this, and if it's successful, we'll go on to make 3, but no more after 3. He's like, this is my vision, this is how I see this movie playing out, and I refuse to do any more after that. And he wouldn't sign with DreamWorks to do it unless they agreed to that, which they did. And what I like about that is a lot of the times people will make a movie, and then when it's really successful, studios will try and force them to make more because they want to keep making money, and then they kind of get watered down and they're not as good. But the fact that in his head he envisioned this as a 3-movie arc makes me really excited to see the final product, because this movie is really all about evolution and character growth, and it's full circle. The first movie, he's really young, starts off as a little kid who finds his dragon and falls in love with it and trains it, and they become best buds. And in the second one, he's a teenager, and he goes on a little bit more of a dangerous adventure. It gets a little bit more dangerous than the first one. And now the third one, he's very mature, much older. You see him with a beard in the trailer, and there's a lot more mature elements to it. His dragon's getting a girlfriend and stuff, and there's this guy coming and capturing all of the dragons and pretty much threatening to kill all of the Vikings in the process. And it just looks like a really good balance between, still kid-friendly, but much more mature, which is nice for kids because, chances are kids are growing up with these movies, and they're growing with it, so they could appreciate this tone shift a lot more. It kind of reminds me of, Harry Potter, where, I watched that movie when I was a really little kid, and then I saw the last Harry Potter when I was much older, and if they all stayed the same and just very childish and not, mature, I don't think it would have worked as well, because you need these characters to grow, and you need more mature elements to come into play, and you need more stakes on the line, honestly, which this movie looks like it has, and it looks really epic. And the core of this movie that I love is the friendship between Hiccup and his dragon. I keep saying his dragon, I freaking forgot the dragon's name, but his dragon, and just how pure it is. It's it's his best friend, but it's also his pet, but I don't know, it's just the love they have for each other, and how he looks into his dragon's eyes and he goes, it's me and you to the end, buddy. And grown-ass man, and I'm getting choked up just thinking about it, just seeing that. This is one of my favorite trilogies of all time, at least animated-wise. I love the Toy Story movies, but the second one it was good, but it wasn't as good as the first one. And the third one was same thing. I thought the third one was good, but only once the end happened. The end justified the means, and the end made it a lot better than I would have thought it was if it wasn't that dramatic of an ending. But this movie is a rare trilogy where they each get better over time. The second one I thought was way better than the first one, and now the trailer for the third one, in my opinion, looks better than both the first two. Then you got other things Monsters Inc. tried it. They made another one, which was okay, but it was nowhere near as good as the first one. And then you got Shrek. You got all these animated movies that kind of just rush out sequels just for the sake of making a sequel, and they don't work. But like I said, this movie was a planned trilogy. He had this pretty much whole story written in his head, how he wanted it to start and end. And I cannot wait to see this vision come to a close. I cannot wait to see this friendship on the big screen one more time. It reminds me so deeply of me and my dog, whom I love very much. He's actually on the couch right now watching me do this review. Looks like the entire cast is coming back. They got Jonah Hill as one of the friends. They got Gerard Butler as Hiccup's father, being played by Jay Baruchel, which doesn't really have a career anymore, sadly. I like that guy as an actor. He was great, and This Is the End. And he was also in She's Out of My League. That was another really good movie. And then you got Fogel from Superbad. I can't remember the kid's name, but he doesn't really have that much of a career anymore either. But yeah, I'm really excited for this movie. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you excited to see this? Is this on your top list of favorite animated movies? Do you wish it would keep going after this? Although it kind of does, because they had a TV show about it, so there is something to watch in the downtime of waiting for the next one to come out. Let's talk about it down below, and as always, I'll catch you next time.